Shalom Aleichem. We're learning the Sicha of Chelik Lamed Vav Shmos Aleph, Tachkut Vatzaingut, and it's L'schus Hashlucha Malaskenya Shtichya Bas B'dachad Varalea Shtichya. So, one of the most transformative Sichas in the Kut Sichas, the Sicha about Bitachon. And this Sicha is based on two farbrengens. The main one is the farbrengen of Tafshin Chav Vav, January 1966, and the other one is Tafshin Chav Gimel. So let's go into the Sichas. It's quite interesting farbrengens in general. Let's go into the main one that the Rebbe bases it on, and that is in Tafshin Chav Vav, Shabbos Parshas Shmos. And the Rebbe started off, and it's mentioned in quite a few of the Yomanim, the diaries of the time. The Rebbe started off by talking about people who they hear the expression Tzachkut Vatzaingut, and they say, "What's the source?" And when we tell them there is a source in the Sefer HaZoyar, that it says, like in the Zohar, it says "Ihu kaima b'nehiru," if the ampin mitata, if you're in the place of clarity, and below kidin hachim naharin le'me'ela, that's how they treat you above. But they say the halacha you can't learn from Zohar, so they want a makar and nigla. And then the Rebbe said the Sicha as if, like, showing within nigla the Torah that that the idea of Tzachkut Vatzaingut has validity, and powerful Sicha. I was just curious if anything was going on in the world at the time that kind of triggered, sorry for using that word, but like stimulated the Sicha. So I couldn't find in any of the diaries anything. I looked at the general news of the time. I couldn't find anything. So I'm not actually, maybe they would just said it because they ever wanted to talk about Tzachkut Vatzaingut, but such a transformative Sicha, I'm wondering if there was something that generated it, but who knows? But the Rebbe, like we learned, explains the idea of Vayira Moshe, Kipshuto and Midrasha, he saw the Yidden in the Shem, etc. Why do you need the Medrash? Because according to Pshat, it's not understood. Why do you have to know Vayira Moshe? But it's not like Yela Maisa. The point was he only ran away because Parai heard. And if the story is here to tell us the incredible thing of Bitachon, like it says, Tzachkut Vatzaingut, that if Moshe wasn't afraid, and had he had Bitachon Gamor, that would have been piled, everything would have been forgotten. And this is the idea of all the Meniyas V'Kuvim that will definitely misbattle when you have Bitachon and you focus on positive. I just saw this incredible minor of the Rebbe. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone, but that's where I saw it posted. It was a minor to Rabbi Yitzchak David Groner, who wrote to the Rebbe in Tafshin Nun in the summertime, Tammuz. There was quite a few tragedies in Australia, accidents, etc., car accidents. And the Rebbe says like this: Be'im yachlit, if you will decide, shekvar ba'azman, that the time has already arrived, that you fulfill the commandment of our Rebbe's, Tzachkut Vatzaingut, think that it will be good. Yasa came b'peil mamish, then it will be accomplished b'peil mamish. Asker alatzim. So literally, the Rebbe is like saying that things are going on. Tzachkut Vatzaingut. Tzachkut Vatzaingut is literally a model to change the reality. Now, Stam, interesting, without connection to the Sicha, during this farbrengen, the Rebbe said a maimer. And in the maimer, the maimer came Sicha of Eila Shmos Bnei Yisrael, the Rebbe spoke about names, etc. And in the Yoman, it says that the Rebbe Pashut hat sehr geweint. The Rebbe was crying. Especially when he said the maimer Azad, Uven the Shimon Nachsin, Reuven and Shimon didn't change their name, and the idea of the name is connected to Etzem and Nefesh. and therefore, when you call somebody, they turn around. So to when somebody faints, you wake them up by the name. And the Rebbe said that, like Siddur explains, the idea of Leishinu Shmam, that a Yid, wherever he is, sein Etzem bleibt ganz. The Shmam is the Etzem. And like the Alter Rebbe said, a Yid nicht will nicht kann sein nifet likus. You can't separate, nor can you want to separate from a likus. Uvazeh bachamay, the Rebbe really cried, and Mamish couldn't continue, and everyone was very shaken up. And then after that, the Rebbe said the Sicha, and it was more, it was much more besimcha. Now, in the farbrengen of Bishalach Tavshin Chav Gimel, so the Rebbe was talking about the man and various sichas in the sichas are based on this farbrengen. And the Rebbe spoke about the Amunah and Bitachon. The Rebbe said, Yesh Lahisib is that we could add, according to Chassidus, that there's a Maila and Amunah Legabe Bitachon. Interesting, because in Bitachon, even in the highest Madrega Miyachum Mechasta, it's still about you, because you're focusing on your needs. Elamaya, on the level that you can, Bitachon Hashem. But Amunah, because it's not talking about Tzarchei Adam, because Amunah is, you believe it at all times, even when things are good. So it has nothing to do with you. It's totally batal b'metzias, and whatever you have is only from Hashem. And then the Rebbe spoke about the idea of bitachon and amunah. That's why you say parashas Amon, etc. That's really the context where bitachon and amunah came out. And I don't know why I'm bringing this up, because again, it's the same. The reason I'm bringing this because it's so geschmack. It's in the same farbrengen. The Rebbe spoke about Mesiras Nefesh of the Chanin ben Tzadiyim that used to be makil kilos badabim, and we have to do the same thing. The idea of Hamidu Tamidim Habin. I just want to say, just bring up this small point, and this is what the Frierdiker Rebbe demanded: Hamidu Tamidim Habin. Everyone has to keep themselves busy in afatzas hatayra, nigla, and pnimius without agbolas. And just like it was Rabbi Chanin ben Tadian, who used to do it berabin dafin, because if you do it in a small little basement, so it's possible that you won't know about it, and you won't be able to participate. And therefore, you have to do it Mesiras Nefesh mamash and lumit berabin. Now, this the Frierdiker Rebbe expected this in Russia, and over there was Taka Mesiras Nefesh, and still he expected it. And the Rebbe didn't promise anything. It wasn't that the Rebbe promised that everything will be good. The Rebbe didn't commit to anything. And there were Taka people that lost their lives, etc. And the moment somebody was lost, the Rebbe sent somebody else. But the Rebbe is not demanding that you look for Mesiras Nefesh, but rather you should look to spread Torah. It's not about finding a dangerous place. It's about spreading Torah wherever you are. Even if it's dangerous, you don't hold yourself back. Now, the Rebbe continues later on. If in a place of sakana, the Rebbe expected this, how much more so in the free countries, without agbolas, and as long as you're capable to do it, you have to do it. And that's the way you fulfill the Rebbe's Avtzon. And if not, they come and say, what shaykhs do you have to the Rebbe? Why are you coming to the Rebbe? The Rebbe wants that you should be in the mathematics. You already learned with 3 students. In 3 students, you could have done legally by the government. But in Russia, they allowed you to do it with 3 students. You take a learning Torah, and you're doing tefillah, and you're going to get shayah ilamis. But to shaykhs to the Rebbe, you don't have. This shaykhs is only when you do the way the Rebbe needs to go out. It's just incredible nekudis. But again, the theme of the Sicha is the idea of bitachon, the idea of believing that the Eibishter is Pashat going to give us everything that we need. And Mitzvah Hashem, we should see it in our eyes, the full shalema to the shlucha, and Yeshua in every area that we need. Shidduchim, Parnasa, the full shlemas. And we should see the nisim and niflois.